Welcome to the movie podcast. Wait a minute. This isn't the movie podcast.
It's not.
Welcome to This Time with Daniel Shahbaz.
That's it.
Today, we're going to be talking about Toy Story 4. Right?
For our English viewers, Toy Story 4.
Siguiente.
Yes.
No, that's not it.
Wow.
Wow. We're finally here. We're finally here.
Yeah, at this table.
At this table.
Yeah.
We're finally here with Toy Story 4, a film that Daniel and I don't want to say skeptical, but it is a little skeptical.
For sure. I mean, I think it's easy to feel skeptical with this movie, especially I don't feel like Toy Story's ever missed.
No. Never.
You know what I mean? So to have this movie here upon us now and to leave the theater feeling good and just...
Oh, spoiler alert.
It's good.
You left good.
It's good.
So let's talk about Toy Story 4. So the film basically takes place right after Toy Story 3. And just as you might have heard, it is a story about Woody and about Bo. So Bo Peep, who you remember from Toy Story 1 and 2, absent from Toy Story 3. And this film starts right away with pretty much what happened. And what a beautiful sequence it is.
It gave me chills going back to, it says 9 years ago. So in my head, I'm thinking our time. So I'm thinking, are we going back to Toy Story 3 right now?
Yeah.
But no, it's literally going 9 years back from when Toy Story 3 happened.
Yeah.
And we're just seeing what happened with Bo, why she wasn't in Toy Story 3. And I think that it's one of the most beautifully animated, this whole movie, one of the most beautifully animated things I've ever seen in my life.
I wasn't sure when the animation stopped and if they actually shot real footage of toys.
Yeah, there are moments in this
life.
movie where it's just picture perfect. It's uncanny. It's amazing.
It's also the
stunning.
most different looking Toy Story as well,
For
where
sure.
I think the color palettes they chose and the way they actually shot this movie, it feels much more mature. I know this is going to be a weird comparison, but it's kind of like when we went from...
The Shining.
It's like when we went from the first 3 Mission Impossible movies to
Yeah.
Mission Impossible
Ghost Protocol.
yeah. Where it totally took a different tone. It got more widescreen. It really felt like a shift.
This is a cinematic
Very
film.
cinematic film.
Again, there's so many amazing things to say about this. All the characters I found were great. All the new characters they introduced. Again, Forky was one that I was a little worried about. I thought he was going to be a little bit played out by the end of it. Not at all.
No.
Bo Peep, I think, was my favorite
out.
character in this film. She's just amazing in this movie. And I was so happy to see her back and see how she acts and how Woody acts. It felt very natural in the movie. In the trailers, it was very clunky in how they kind of got them together.
Yeah.
But to see them come together in this movie, it was just perfectly done.
It was so perfect. And it happens kind of fast, but it's so earned that you're like, okay, I'm okay with this.
I mean, I buy it.
Yeah, this is primarily a Woody movie. This
sure.
This should have just been called Woody Story. But I'm really glad. And I walked away from this movie just loving it. Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom is fantastic. Jordan Peele and Michael Keegan, amazing as well. Yeah. Everyone in this movie does such a great job that I think it's safe to say.
Christina Hendricks does Gabby Gabby.
Oh, does she do Gabby
She
Gabby?
does, yeah. She does do Gabby Gabby.
Oh, man.
It's great.
Great.
Say it. It's safe to say. Watch it.
Nah. This is a high watch.
It's a high watch.
It's a high watch.
Super high watch. It's like, here's the thing. This is the perfect... I feel like we said Toy Story 3 is a perfect conclusion to this Toy Story saga.
To the trilogy there.
To the trilogy. This is a perfect send-off
for characters.
For some other characters. And it just, again, so beautifully animated. There's so many amazing things that we're gonna dive into it more on this episode of the Movie podcast coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting choked up. I'm choked up watching it.
It again gave me that crying moment at the end that I got in Toy Story 3.
For sure.
And it carries over in this one. So I can't even talk more about it with you on the podcast, which will probably have some spoilers on it. So if you get a chance to go see it this weekend, definitely tune in on Monday on all the streaming services that provide podcasts.
Yes, and we'll definitely throw up spoiler warning, so don't worry. We're not just going to blurt out that
Andy's
that
mom
happened.
is dead.
Oh, I thought we were going to tell them.
We did. Damn.
Thank you so much for watching. And of course, you could follow us all across all of our social media platforms at This Time With. That was This Time.
And we'll see you next.
There's a snake in my boot. Woody.
Go to sleep.